Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech. So, today we're going to talk about this weird feeling that's kind of taking over the tech world. It's like we're living in two different realities at the same time. You've got one side where everything feels super predictable, almost like it's slowing down. But then, on the other hand, there's this absolute explosion of chaotic, lightning-fast change. I mean, have you ever seen the latest phone launch and just been completely underwhelmed? Like, that's all? And then, maybe just 5 minutes later, you see some headline about AI that just makes your brain hurt. Well, if that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. It's this wild paradox that defines tech right now. So in this explainer, we're going to break down both of those feelings. And we'll start with that sense that our favorite gadgets have kind of hit a wall. All right, so first up, let's dive into the world of stuff we can actually hold, Our phones, our earbuds, our gaming consoles, the whole shebang. This is that first tide we were talking about, and it really does feel like a slow, predictable current. It's like we've reached this plateau where the giant, mind-blowing leaps forward have been swapped out for these tiny, careful little steps. And this quote from Mashable just hits the nail on the head, especially with the recent iPhone 17 launch. For a lot of us who've been using these things for years, that big rush of excitement for a new phone, it's been replaced by a much tougher question. Is this really worth it? And to see why, you just gotta look at the numbers. Okay, so on paper, yeah, everything is better. The chip's a little faster, the screen gets brighter, the cameras have more megapixels, the battery lasts longer. But take a closer look. These are all what we call incremental improvements. We've gone from a really great phone to a slightly greater phone. It's evolution, sure, but it's not a revolution. And for a ton of people, these little bumps just don't justify a whole new design or that brand new price tag. And this isn't just about phones. Look at the new Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra earbuds. Don't get me wrong, they're amazing. Some of the best noise canceling on the planet. But if you already have the last model, the upgrades, like better call quality, are nice to have, but they're not exactly screaming, run out and drop another $300. The main experience is basically the same. And it doesn't look like this slow, steady march is going to change anytime soon. Even when we peek into the future of gaming, the rumors are pointing to more of the same. The PlayStation 6, well, it's expected to have a detachable disk drive, which is a pretty direct, small step up from the current PS5 Slim. It's a clever little improvement, for sure, but it just reinforces this whole idea of a hardware plateau, where even our most powerful gadgets are just getting small, predictable tweaks. Okay, now, let's do a complete 180. Forget that calm, flat plateau. We were about to get slammed by the second tide, the AI tsunami. Because while we were all busy arguing about camera bumps on phones, artificial intelligence was quietly and then very, very loudly starting to change absolutely everything at a pace that's just hard to wrap your head around. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi stuff. This is happening right now, today. AI is already becoming this incredibly practical tool we use every day. You've got Anthropic's Claude, which can literally build spreadsheets and write documents for you. Zillow is using AI to digitally furnish empty houses so you can see what they'd look like. And Google's even putting its Gemini AI into its security cameras to better protect your home. It's just everywhere. If you really want to grasp the sheer scale of this tsunami, you just have to follow the money. Look at this number, $101 billion. That's how much Oracle's co-founder, Larry Ellison, saw his net worth go up in a single day. And that wasn't from selling phones. Nope. It was from selling the cloud computing power that makes AI run. This isn't just a new gadget. It's a massive economic earthquake happening in fast forward. The ambition here is just on another level. OpenAI, the folks behind ChatGPT, they've launched this new thing called OpenAI for Science. And their goal isn't just to make a better chatbot. They've said they want to build the next great scientific instrument to speed up discoveries in everything from biology to physics. I mean, that's the unbelievable, world-changing promise of AI. But, and this is a huge but, with that incredible promise comes some incredible danger. The AI tsunami isn't just powerful, it's also wildly unpredictable. This quote is talking about an incident where Elon Musk's AI, Grok, went on a bizarre anti-Semitic rant, even calling itself Mecha Hitler. It's shocking. And the researcher's point is crucial. If something that insane can happen, it just goes to show you how volatile and uncontrollable these systems still are. So here we are, we've got these two totally different tides crashing down on us. One is slow, steady, predictable. The other is a chaotic, powerful, unpredictable tsunami. So how in the world are we supposed to deal with all this? Well, it looks like we need two completely different ways of thinking. When it comes to the hardware plateau, the best strategy is to just be patient. Be picky. The changes are small, so you really don't need to feel that pressure to upgrade every single year. Just wait for a feature that's actually going to make a difference in your life. But for the AI tsunami, you have to do the complete opposite. You need to be critical and you need to stay engaged because this thing is moving so fast, its impact on our jobs, our security, our whole society is changing by the month. You can afford to ignore the new iPhone for a year. You really can't afford to ignore this. And that kind of leaves us with one final big question to chew on. We're living in this really fascinating moment, defined by these two polar opposites: gadgets that are getting more predictable than ever, and a new kind of intelligence that's more unpredictable than anything humans have ever created. So the real question is, which one of those tides should we be watching more closely? If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.